हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, और आज हम आपको डिस्कस करेंगे इंक्रीजिंग और डिक्रीजिंग फंक्शन के कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस। सो लेट अस स्टार्ट विद क्वेश्चन नंबर 1। Find the intervals in which the function tan minus 6x minus 2x square is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. B part increasing or decreasing. So let us start the solution. So the given function is fx is equal to tan minus 6x minus 2x square. Now first let us find the derivative of this function. F dash x is equal to minus 6 minus 4x. For strictly increasing function, we know that the derivative should be greater than 0. It must be positive. So putting the value minus 6 minus 4x should be greater than 0. That is, minus 4x should be greater than, bringing it to the other side, 6, or multiply by minus 1 to on both sides. 4x is less than minus 6, or x is less than minus 6 upon 4, that is x is less than minus 3 upon 2. So for increasing function, for strictly increasing function, x belongs to the interval on the left side less than minus 3 by 2. This will continue up to minus infinity minus 3 by 2. So in this interval the given function is strictly increasing. For strictly decreasing function, f dash x should be less than 0, and the value of f dash x is minus 6 minus 4x is less than 0. That is, minus 4x is less than or equal to 6. Multiplying by minus 1 on the both sides, because we are interested in finding the value of x. So 4x is less than minus 6. 4x is greater than minus 6, because on multiplying by minus 1 the inequality will change. That is, x is greater than minus 6 upon 4, or which implies that x is greater than minus 3 upon 2. So the value of x changes greater than minus 3 upon 2. So on the right side it will go up to x greater than minus 3 upon 2, means x belongs to the interval minus 3 upon 2 to infinity. So in this interval this function is strictly decreasing. Now for the second part, increasing or decreasing. So for increasing or decreasing function, f dash x should be greater than or equal to 0. So this equality will give you just to include the point minus 3 by 2. So for increasing function, the value of x belongs to, and here I will also consider the point x equal to minus 3 by 2, because this point makes the function f dash x equal to 0. So x belongs to closed interval minus 3 by 2 minus infinity, open interval minus infinity to closed interval minus 3 by 2 for increasing. And for decreasing, for decreasing function, f dash x is less than or equal to 0, so that is x belongs to here, equal to will be also there, because x equal to minus 3 will make f dash x is equal to 0, so x belongs to close interval minus 3 by 2 to infinity. So in this interval the function is decreasing. Next question, let us consider a cubic function, and for cubic function find the interval in which the function fx is equal to 2x cube minus 9x square plus 12x plus 1 is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Second, increasing or decreasing. So first let us write the function is fx is equal to 2x cube minus 9x square plus 12x plus 1. So first let us differentiate this function with respect to x. F dash x is equal to 6x square minus x square 2x, 9 into 2x, 18x plus 12. Differentiation of x is equal to 1. Now from this function we can take 6 as common, so we are left with x square minus 3x plus 4 2. For strictly increasing function, f dash x should be greater than 0. Now let us factorize this. 6 into x square minus 3x plus 2, we factorize it, x minus 2 into x minus 1. So for strictly increasing function, 6 into x minus 2 into x minus 1 should be greater than 0. This is a quadratic inequality. To solve this quadratic inequality, we will follow the wavy curve method. For that, let us find the critical points. If we put it equal to 0, then the critical points are x is equal to 1 and 2. Let us mark these points on the number line. This is the number line here. The lesser of these two numbers is 1 and the greater number is 2 here. And then let us make the wavy curve here. And on the right side we will start with plus sign, then minus sign, and then plus sign. So this will decide the sign of for this quadratic inequality. Say now, because this is positive here, so we can write the inequality x minus 2, x minus 1 should be greater than 0. And this inequality, the sign of this inequality is positive when we are on the right side of 2 and left side of 1. That is, when x belongs to the interval on the left side of 1, it is positive. This gives the sign of the inequality, this x minus 2 into x minus 1. Now on the left side of 1, that is from minus infinity to 1, x belongs to minus infinity to 1. Union. This inequality is always positive when we are on the right side of 2, that is from 2 to infinity. So in these two intervals the function is increasing, for strictly increasing. Now for strictly decreasing function, f dash x should be less than 0. That is, the value of f dash x is 6 into x minus 2 into x minus 1 should be less than 0. So if we do not consider this because it is positive, so that is this this should be negative x minus 2 into x minus 1, it should be less than 0 because this is positive, the other should be negative. So x minus 2 into x minus positive into negative means negative. So this x minus 2 into x minus 1 should be less than 0. Now this quadratic inequality is negative when the value of x lies between 1 and 2. From the wavy curve, it is clear that it is negative when it lies between 1 and 2. So when x belongs to 1 and 2, then the given function is strictly decreasing. Now the second part, increasing or decreasing function. So for increasing or decreasing function, these points x is equal to 1 and 2 will also be taken into consideration, because for increasing function the condition is f dash x should be greater than or equal to 0. That is, these critical points are also considered. So for increasing x belongs to, this point will be included, 1 and 2 will be included. So x belongs to minus infinity to the 1 closed interval union 2 to infinity closed interval, because this one extra condition equal to 0 is there for increasing function. And for decreasing function, similarly, for decreasing function, f dash x should be less than or equal to 0. That is, the x belongs to this point, these points 1 and 2 will also be included because for equality. So x belongs to the closed interval 1 comma 2. Next question, question number 3. Find the intervals in which the function f(x) is equal to x plus 1 whole cube x minus 3 whole square is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing, increasing or decreasing. So first let us consider the function f(x) is equal to x plus 1 whole cube into x minus 3 whole square. Now let us differentiate this. F dash x is equal to first function derivative of the second function t square, that is 2 into x minus 3, plus second function x minus 3 whole square into derivative of the first function, that is 3 into x plus 1 whole square. Now from these two expressions here, I can take x plus 1 whole square into x minus 3 common. Then in the first term 2 into x plus 1 plus x minus 3 into 3, which is equal to x plus 1 whole square into x minus 3 into 2x plus 2 plus 3x minus 9, which is equal to x plus 1 whole square into x minus 3 into 5x minus 7. Now for strictly increasing function, f dash x should be greater than 0. This implies that x plus 1 whole square into x minus 3 into 5x minus 7 is greater than 0. Now x plus 1 whole square is greater than or equal to 0. It is positive except for x is equal to minus 1. So we can reduce this, that x minus 3 into 5x minus 7, if this is positive then this should be positive for this inequality to hold, and except for the point x is not equal to minus 1. Now let us solve this inequality by quadratic inequality rule, wavy curve method. So I can write x minus 3 into, I can take 5 as common from here, 5 is common, x minus 7 upon 5 is greater than 0, that is x minus 3 into x minus 7 upon 5 is greater than 0. To solve this quadratic inequality, let us follow the wavy curve method. So let us find the critical points, and critical point for this quadratic inequality 7 upon 5 and 3. 7 upon 5 and 3. To the right of 3 the value is positive, then plus sign, put the plus sign, then minus sign, and then plus sign. So this inequality hold if at the value of x is belongs to the interval minus infinite comma 7 upon 5 and 3 comma infinite union 3 comma or x belongs to the interval 3 comma infinite. Here is the condition that x is not equal to minus 1, and that falls in the x is not equal to minus 1, because x not equal to minus 1 is not going to affect this result. So we will apply this condition here. So x belongs to minus infinite and 7 by 5 is after minus 1. So minus infinite to minus 1 union minus 1 to 7 upon 5. So we can split this interval as here minus infinite to minus 1 and then minus 1 to 7 by 5, because minus 1 is restricted here. And for the other interval, or x belongs to 3 comma infinite, the function is strictly increasing. Now for strictly decreasing function, f dash x should be less than 0. F dash x is less than 0, that is x plus 1 whole square into x minus 3, and here I can take 5 as common, into x minus 7 upon 5 should be less than 0. But this value is always positive except for x is equal to minus 1 when it becomes 0. So x minus 3 into 5 into x minus 7 upon 5 should be less than 0 comma x is not equal to minus 1. That is, here 5 is positive. So positive into this, the other expression x minus 3 into x minus 7 upon 5 should be negative. That is plus into minus, then it is equal to minus. Now this interval is negative if the value of x lies between 7 5 by 5 and 3. When x belongs to 7 by 5 and comma 3. Comma x is not equal to minus 1. Here the interval minus 1 does not fall in this interval, so it is not going to affect the result. So the interval 7 by 5 upon 3, the function is strictly decreasing, and in this interval that is minus infinity to minus 1, minus 1 to 7 by 5, and 3 to infinity, the function is strictly decreasing. Now let us talk about increasing or decreasing. For increasing, we have the condition f dash x should be greater than or equal to 0. Now f dash x is greater than or equal to 0 means we need to include this condition also. So then the interval will become from minus infinite including this. So minus infinite to minus 1 union 1 to minus 1 to 7 by 5. That is, I can say, if I include this point minus 1 for equal to 0, then I can say and the other interval is x belongs to 3 comma infinity, that is x belongs to minus infinite comma 7 by 5, because if this point is included, then from minus infinite to 7 by 5 union the other point when x belongs to this 3 will also be included. So from 3 to infinity the function is increasing, and for decreasing function these points will be included here. So x belongs to for decreasing, because the condition for decreasing is equal to 0. So equal to 0 is included here. If these points are included, then the condition becomes x belongs to closed interval 7 by 5 comma 3. In this interval the function is decreasing. So if we include the critical points in the solution, then the condition becomes condition is for increasing or decreasing. So if we want to convert the strictly increasing to strictly decreasing condition to increasing and decreasing, then we need to add the critical points. So this was the solution of question number 3. Next question, question number 4. Find the intervals in which the function fx is equal to x upon x square plus 1 is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. So for strictly increasing or decreasing function, first let us consider this function fx is equal to x upon x square plus 1. Now let us find the derivative using the quotient rule. F dash x is equal to denominator x square plus 1 into differentiation of numerator, that is differentiation of x, minus x into differentiation of x square plus 1, which is 2x, upon x square plus 1 whole square, which is equal to x square plus 1 minus 2x square upon x square plus 1. So this is equal to 1 minus x square upon x square plus 1. Now taking because x square plus 1 is always x square plus 1 whole square is always positive, whatever be the value of x. So now for increasing function we must have f dash for increasing function strictly increasing. We must have f dash x is greater than or equal to 0. That is 1 minus x square upon x square plus 1 whole square is greater than 0. This is always positive, so we can write 1 minus x square should be greater than 0. Now taking negative sign common, minus x square minus 1 should be greater than 0. and because of the negative sign, if I multiply by negative here, the inequality will be reversed and x square minus 1 should be less than 0. And if we factorize x square minus 1, that is x plus 1 into x minus 1 less than 0. To solve, we will solve this by wavy curve method, and here the critical points are minus 1, putting it equal to 0, putting and equal to 1. So let us write these numbers on the number line. Minus 1 is smaller, so first minus 1 and then 1, and then this wavy curve sign, then plus on the right side, then minus and plus. Now this expression, this quadratic inequality is positive when the value of x lies between minus 1 and 1. So when x belongs to minus 1 and 1, then this function is strictly increasing. And for strictly decreasing, one minus x square, this f dash x should be less than 0. That is 1 minus x square upon 1 x square plus 1 whole square should be less than 0. This is always positive. So we are left with the inequality 1 minus x square should be less than 0. Now taking negative sign common, we get minus x square minus 1 is less than 0. Multiply by minus 1 and the inequality will be reversed. X square minus 1 is greater than 0. Or you can say x minus x plus 1 into x minus 1 is greater than 0. Now here we can see that this is positive when we are to the left of minus 1 and to the right of 1. So when x belongs to minus infinite to minus 1 union, or x belongs to this interval 1 to infinite open interval, then the given function is strictly decreasing. So the given function is strictly increasing when x lies in the interval open interval minus 1 to 1, and it is strictly decreasing when x lies in the interval minus infinite to minus 1 union 1 to infinite open interval. So with this question I finish this session. Like and subscribe my channel for new videos and press the bell icon. Thank you.